Hi, I'm Peter Jones, Chartered Surveyor, author and property investor. Having the right mortgage broker is absolutely crucial if you want to be successful in property. You need somebody holding your hand who's going to take you to the right finance products for you, who's going to be able to talk to the banks in the language which they understand, which makes it far more likely that they'll want to lend to you. I have a very good broker and I'm very happy to refer you to my broker. And if you would like me to introduce you, then all you have to do is to email me at thepropertyteacher@gmail.com, thepropertyteacher@gmail.com. Just put in the subject line mortgage broker and give me a few very short bullet points as to what it is you're doing and what you're up to in property, and then I'll introduce you, and I'm sure that my broker will be able to help you raise loads of finance. I've just recently had an email from him about a particular product which he's just managed to get his hands on. It's just come onto the market and he's just beginning to offer it, and I thought you might like to hear about this. It's a forward funding facility which you can use. You can use it to fund buy-to-lets in your own name, or you can use it to fund properties in a limited company. And it works like this. Basically, you get pre-approved for up to £5 million worth of lending. Now, the minimum amount that you can borrow is £500,000. So that's not £500,000 per property, by the way. That's £500,000 in your facility, all the way up to £5 million in your facility. My broker says that once you go past £2 million, it becomes a bit more complicated. Prior to £2 million, it's basically a paper exercise. If you want a facility which is more than £2 million, it's a little more complicated and you actually have an interview with the bank. That might put some people off. Some people might not worry about that if they can get their hands on the dosh. Fully understand that. He's recommending that you start at, say, £1 million or £2 million. It can be reviewed anyway. So if you get a good track record, you can then increase the amount in your fund. But what does it actually mean? It means essentially that you can be pre-approved for all the funding that you want. Now, you don't get 100% of the purchase price. It's still a 75% loan to value on any properties which you want to purchase. But you can go and buy with confidence, knowing that when the property stacks up, obviously it has to stack up on the valuation, but if it stacks up on the valuation, then you're pre-approved for your facility, and you can spend as much as is in your facility. So you can think to yourself, well, I've got £2 million facility, so I can basically, with the sort of 25% deposit, you can spend get on £2.5 to £3 million. So that's got to be good news. If you want to go out and do sort of some bulk purchasing, this is the way to do it. Now there's quite a bit to this, and so I'm just sort of keeping to the sort of the headlines here. Depending upon where you're watching this video, I'll put notes about the facility where you can read about it. But if you're interested, please do drop me an email, thepropertyteacher@gmail.com, and I'll put you in touch with my mortgage broker who can take you through this and get you lined up for a facility so that you know you can go out and spend the money. As I say, you can be pre-approved for up to £5 million. Being pre-approved up to £2 million is much easier. So you might want to start there first. And all you have to do once you find a property then is get in touch with the broker. The broker will get in touch with the bank will instruct the valuation. And rather than having to wait 2 or 3 weeks for the bank to go through all the application process before they actually send the valuer out, they will instruct the valuer on the same day. It's going to speed everything up for you. It's going to give you certainty because you know that the money is there should you wish to use it. It sounds like a fantastic thing to have. So if you are interested, let me know. Email me, thepropertyteacher@gmail.com. I'll put you in touch with my broker and you can use the facility. Well, I hope you found that informative and inspirational. And if you want help in property, please do come over to my website, www.thepropertyteacher.co.uk. Loads of great resources there, including my blog. There's loads of free videos, loads of great articles. There's free reports to download, including Learning with Peter, where you'll be able to access resources like my video courses, like my ebooks, including my home study course, the Successful Property Investors Strategy Workshop, which I've literally sold thousands of copies of, which takes you through how I started in property, literally with none of my own money, but how I was able to build a portfolio of £2 million worth of property in just 4 years. I'll show you everything that I did right so that you can do the same, and I'll show you everything that I did wrong. I'll tell you about all of my mistakes so that you can avoid them, so that you can progress in property far more quickly than me. Until next time, here's to successful property investing.